On the previous Nerds on Tap, villains, who are the worst, who are the best? Chris decides he doesn't like Dr. Doom. Joseph loves Toad in a manly fashion. Jim forgot to I forgot to mention Solomon Grundy. Fuck, god damn it. Seriously, Solomon Grundy is both so stupid and so awesome at the same time. And like just like Fin Fang Foom, I would love to have a Batman movie open with a Grundy fight. Solomon Grundy, born on a Monday, christened on a Tuesday, married on... Nerds on Tap is go!
Why don't you give me fresh beer? You serious?
So welcome back to Nerds on Tap. Hi guys, how's it going? My name's Jim.
My name is Chris.
My name is Joseph.
Okay, George the K.
That's amazing.
So this is part B of the previous numbered episode. I don't remember the number of where we do the Nerdocalypse. Chris, who are our combatants?
Well, Jim, our combatants are...
There's so much shouting.
Nerds on Tap, the only podcast where we yell at your face!
So sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. All right. Our contestants are...
Barbara Gordon versus Sheik.
You win.
A good old-fashioned cat fight, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. Do ladies even watch our show? Who knows?
I don't think so, honestly.
Probably not.
I don't know
I
why they
wouldn't
would.
watch us either if I was a lady. Not that we're anti-lady parts. We just, maybe we don't touch that. We don't touch that demographic as much as we like to.
I'm not sure we look good enough.
What am I really talking about right now?
I don't know. Who are you?
Anyway, on this show, we drank some beers, following my trend of IPAs that don't really... What? Why are you pointing at me? Following the trend of IPAs that don't actually taste like IPAs, I have Blue Moon Special White IPA with... what's the spices in here? Like some crap? I don't remember. Coriander and some other stuff. We dry hopped it. Yeah, and it has orange peel. They put the orange peel in and it kind of cuts the bitterness at the end, which I actually really like. This actually tastes more hoppy than that Joker one I had in the previous episode, but it's not overpowering, and it is a little more alcohol than the last one too. So, yay!
Nice.
We're gonna have Blue Moon on the show a lot, I guess, because it's just good beer. Apparently, for being a macro brewery, they do good stuff.
We
Yeah,
all
brew
love
with
Blue Moon.
coriander and orange peel. Blue Moon White APA. Check it out.
Good stuff.
They should
Did you get
sponsor
that?
us.
Did you get that in the big sampler pack they've got out right now?
Yeah. That's why I also have Joseph's favorite cinnamon horchata. See, I brought the cinnamon horchata down because I had it before and it is good. And that was in case this Joker IPA tasted like garbage. But I was pleasantly surprised.
I still have one of those blackberry tart ales in the fridge. I should have gotten that instead of the crap I had last episode. The Miller Light wannabe.
I'm saving I drank the one blackberry tart. It was very good.
Mm-hmm.
And Katie's getting the other one. So
Nice. Very nice.
I've never had a Blue Moon that I didn't like.
yeah, they're all good. Yeah. And the other cool thing was I was gonna get the sampler pack, and at my liquor store that I usually go to, it was like $16.99, and I waited a week, and the very next week it was on sale for $9.99. So good for
Nice.
waiting. Yeah, that's a good deal for that many beers.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that's like Milwaukee's Best Light fucking pricing for beer. It doesn't taste like garbage. Chris,
Yeah.
what do you have to drink this episode?
Well, gentlemen, I've got Big Black Bold. It's from Gray's Brewing Company. And Gray's is brewed and bottled in Janesville, Wisconsin. Got everything close to where I live by accident. I didn't mean to. Pours super, super dark. I mean, we're talking
black.
That is pitch
like
black.
they're not kidding when they say Big Black. And the head's kind of gone down, but when I poured it, I mean, the head was like a really dark brown color.
Yep.
I mean, like this beer is that dark that the head was almost just as dark as this. So,
Man.
let's see how it tastes. Oh man, that was good. Yeah, this is it's one of the better oatmeal stouts I've actually ever had. So definitely some tastes like some coffee notes. There's some chocolate. There's a aftertaste to it that I have never tasted in a beer before, and I'm trying to put my finger on it, and I don't even know how to describe it, except it's
Chris
got like
is
almost
always
like
trying to put his finger on a big black.
in it. It's almost got like a smoky, like wood kind of flavor to it, like afterwards, which is I've
big black wood.
never tasted it in a beer before, and it's really good. It must have been aged in like a oak barrel or something. I'm guessing that has to do something with it, but it's very good. So if you guys ever see Gray's oatmeal stout at a store or something, definitely give it a shot. Get at least one, just so you can try it. So it's very good. I will definitely get more of these.
Chris, would you say now that you've gone black, you'll never go back?
I will never go back.
I just had to know.
Yeah.
So what I'm drinking right now is actually
I like your little, when you said so, you're like...
Because I had to lean over and get my beer. Anyway, what I'm drinking is from Magic Hat Brewing Company, which is a Vermont brewing company. It is called, I'll hold it still. It is called Single Chair because it looks cold and it is fucking hot in Texas. It's been in the hundreds for the last 2 weeks.
Oh, it's hot up here too.
Yeah, our heat index has been ridiculous up here. It's disgusting.
It should be illegal to be this hot in Minnesota.
You guys don't know heat. Anyway.
Dude, I used to live in Vegas. I'm good. I know heat. It sucks.
Right. You know heat then. So
I know a lot of heat.
It tastes still, I mean, it's pretty good. It's a golden ale. It's pretty light golden ale, actually. It's kind of lemony, appley. I don't know. It's got some good fruit notes to it, but it's not a very strong beer at all. This would be one of those kind of dangerous beers because it doesn't really have a very alcohol-y taste to it. So you could just like chug these pretty easily. It's got a tiny bit of hop to it, but nothing to brag about. Definitely not wickedly hoppy, like some might say. But yeah, it's all right. I don't know if I'd get it again. It's kind of sour, and sour beers aren't really my thing. So average.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had a beer that was very sour. There's some beers that, and I don't remember. I don't know if it's a certain kind. I think it's like the Hefeweizen sort of beers that almost have that like hot dog-ish kind of
that sounds disgusting
flavor to it. Yeah, that's the best I can describe it.
Dog water.
Oh, gross.
That's the best I can describe it.
Just,
and
that's the secret notes is the runoff of hot dog water.
I can't do those. Like that's the one beer that I'm like can't tolerate it. It's like, yeah, somebody boiled their hot dog in my beer.
Then they poured the pan down into the brewer.
Just the hot dog grease just got drained into the beer bottle.
So gross.
Yeah, those are bad. I've had a couple of those.
You know how they would say that it's like a note of America's pastime or something? It's like, oh, okay, that sounds interesting.
Super flowery.
Right.
All right, let's talk about that battle. Who's fighting? You guys, Joseph, you're on the side of Barbara Gordon, and Chris, you have Sheik in your corner.
Yep.
Fight! Both very ninja-esque moves.
Yes, and both girls.
Yeah.
Got the women.
So
both pretty hot.
You don't really know that when you first see Sheik. You don't really know that it's a girl.
True.
But it's a
There
girl.
actually was, among people who are stupid, there was a debate that when Zelda turned into Sheik, that she actually turned into a man, which Nintendo had to actually come out and say, no, you're dumb.
Why would someone think that?
It's just, there was a whole group of fans who legitimately thought that, and she
doesn't have boobies.
Yeah, right? And even
it's called a sports bra, guys.
No, and even after Nintendo officially said no, you're wrong, they still are like trying to hold to it because they're what's the word I'm working for? Afraid of women.
Oh, there you go. I was gonna say dumb. Yeah.
So, in what scenario would these two meet up?
Say hi to Instagram.
Oh,
Wait.
Instagram.
Wait.
Hello.
We're not going to hear anything, right?
They'll just hear me.
Okay.
It's nothing for them.
I don't want to stop talking.
Sorry, guys.
Quick, let's do the thumbs up real quick.
Do the thumbs up.
Joseph wants us to do a thumbs up pose.
I don't know if I can do a thumbs up and take a picture at the same time, but I'll try.
Okay, ready?
All right, I got it. Let me see if that picture took.
Don't say that we never did anything for you guys.
I got it. They're gonna love it.
Nice.
Our one fan is gonna love this.
Yes. Yeah. Thanks, Tom.
Tom's gonna love it.
At least we know him by name now.
We have actually, we're getting more listeners. I mean, our numbers are starting to go up a little bit.
Clearly, Tom's been spreading the word.
Yeah.
All right.
He's been bribing people.
So is it going... Okay, let's set the stage. Will this be Barbara Gordon in Hyrule or Sheik in Gotham?
I will happily be the Arbiter, which is I was just making a Parks and Rec reference, because that sounds like the most interesting role to play on the Cones of Junshire. But it doesn't make sense to me that Barbara would be in like a medieval setting, so let's put Sheik in Gotham.
Okay. I'm gonna piss Jim off real quick and just say it was actually a Halo reference when he said Arbiter. Let's move on.
No.
You can both be right. Even if one of you's wrong. I can't confirm.
Halo's fun. Okay, so how about we explain who the characters are, Joseph?
That's true.
Okay.
Make your case for
I don't know who Batgirl is.
All right.
Who is Batgirl?
Fair enough.
It's not Alicia Silverstone.
Yeah, no. Okay, so Barbara Gordon, daughter of Jim Gordon, Commissioner Gordon in the DC Universe, Batman Universe. She is also Batgirl and then becomes Oracle after the Killing Joke, then becomes Batgirl again. But this version's going to be pre-Killing Joke Batgirl, only because I don't know much about the new Batgirl and what's going on in that world.
Awesome.
She has what is it, like eidactic memory, the one where you basically photographic memory.
Everything.
Yeah, you memorize pretty much everything that you take in visually, so, or mentally, or I mean audibly. So she's a trained fighter, and she's really smart. So she's got a lot going for her, and has bat equipment. And we're in Gotham, so we're on my home turf.
Nice.
Boom.
All right.
Talk about Sheik, Chris. Who is Sheik?
Sheik.
Where was her first appearance?
Sheik is not actually Sheik. Sheik is Princess Zelda in disguise. So wearing like a full, I don't know, like a costume that covers like her entire body except for like this part. So like kind of like the opposite of what heroes usually do. They just cover their eyes and people suddenly don't know who they are. She only has her eyes open and a little bit of like emo hair going on. So she takes on the persona of Sheik, and the first time we see it is Ocarina of Time, in the with the older version of Link. So basically, she's in disguise because Ganondorf would, go straight after her in the first place, and she wants to protect Link. She's got all of these kind of ulterior motives that she needs to accomplish without people knowing she's Zelda, so that's kind of the reason for it. She's dressed as the thing she's dressed as is a Sheikah, and they were basically like the Hylian version of ninjas, and they were supposed to protect the royal family. And Zelda, we learned from Skyward Sword, is the reincarnation of the goddess Hylia. So we've got Zelda, who's reincarnation of a goddess. She has all kinds of magics and is now also a ninja. So we have a ninja goddess magical person going up against Batgirl.
Right.
So,
If you would like to know more about this kind of stuff, I highly suggest the Hyrule Historia.
yes.
Pictured here.
Love that thing.
Yep. Compiles all of Hyrule's history all together in one easy to read volume.
She can also play a mean harp.
It's true.
She can play the fuck out of that harp.
I always enjoyed the constant theme of musical instruments in Zelda, especially in my favorite game, Link's Awakening, which actually introduced the ocarina to the series.
I did not realize that, actually, that it was Link's Awakening that first made the appearance. Huh.
Yes, sir.
That's very interesting to know.
Intriguing. So,
If you put...
on to the battle.
With the battle. All right.
So why have you come? In what way have you come to Gotham City?
What way has she come to Gotham City? I'm gonna say that I was banished to Gotham by Ganondorf. You know, because he's always casting evil spells because he's a dick.
So he's trying out a new one that's called Gotham Banish, and
right. He's like, I've been
this
reading
place
Batman
sounds
comics.
shitty. Yeah.
He's like, I've been reading Batman comics.
He meant to put her in the Dark World, and instead he got
put in Gotham, which is the same.
Yeah, exactly. Which is pretty much permanently dark.
Yeah,
pretty much.
It's basically the Dark World of Metropolis. It's like Metropolis is the light world, and Gotham is the Dark World.
Mm-hmm.
So Sheik's been banished to Gotham, and let's say, you know, maybe Batgirl spots her running about because Sheik doesn't know what to do. Sheik is like, oh, I gotta protect my little part of the Triforce.
Yeah.
What if Batgirl originally thought maybe she was in a League of Assassins?
Oh,
Could be because of Batgirl's photographic memory. She has seen ninjas before. She has seen the way that they move and act, and presumably Sheik would be acting very similarly or moving and especially if she's on her guard because she's in a foreign territory where she assumes everyone's against her.
Yeah,
right. So she'd be sticking to the shadows a lot, and
Barbara would be observe first and be like, I need to find out if she's in, Ra's al Ghul's League of Assassins.
Right. So Barbara's on patrol as Batgirl and spots her warping, making her ninja moves.
All right. And okay, so Sheik will obviously be on her guard because she's in a place she doesn't know. She's protecting a piece of the Triforce, pretty much with her life, and she's trying to find a way home. So she's not going to be like a happy camper if she's confronted by somebody, especially someone like dressed like a bat.
Yeah. Because she's probably gonna assume it's like a demon of some sort. Or what are the pig guys called in Zelda?
Which ones?
The pig dudes.
Pig guys.
Oh,
the guards.
Oh, man, I should really know this.
You should. I'm disappointed in you.
I know. I mean, my kids are named after it. Moblins.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah,
Moblins.
So she could jump to conclusion, assume it's a Moblin, because Batgirl's not going to come in.
Well, wait. They have what's the name of the bat creatures in Zelda? Wow, I'm just bats in Zelda. The Keys. The Keys.
Yeah. Which ones are the bat ones? What are their moves in the games?
They look like bats.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they're literally the bats. I mean, there's bats in.
What are they? They're the bats.
Okay. Fair. Okay. So she thinks it's she's working with the Keys or something, or
right?
One
yeah, like some kind of like order of the Keys or something.
Right. So Batgirl comes in. They're both on the defensive because neither of them are familiar with the other. And who strikes first?
I'm gonna say that I think Sheik would strike first.
I think so.
Yeah, Sheik has more to lose.
Barbara's gonna spend a lot of the first part of the battle reading Sheik and gathering information more than anything. She's gonna engage when she engages, but then it's gonna be more of like a recon fight. And then once she realizes what's going on, and then she'll strike when it's most appropriate.
Yeah,
right.
I think Barbara would engage. I think she would just fight very defensively in order to gather intel on her moves. And is Sheik? Does Sheik ever speak? Really? Like, can she explain what's going on?
She can. But when Zelda is disguised as Sheik, she rarely talks.
Yeah.
She's all
she has, but not often at all. I think she's way more action than words when she's taking on that persona. So
are the Shiku just ninjas, or are they assassins, or are they both?
They're basically ninjas. I mean, their point is to guard the royal family. So I wouldn't call them assassins because they wouldn't go out and take out a target, but they're basically ninjas to where they are, they defend basically. So they defend and subdue.
So Barbara comes in and is accusational just to prod to see where she comes from, asking her, is she part of the League of Assassins, or is really not even asking, just claiming like, I know you're part of the League of Assassins, et cetera, et cetera. Will Sheik respond? Will she correct her, or will she just fight?
I'm going to say that Sheik would probably look at Batgirl inquisitively. And then pull out her harp, play a song, and then start fighting. No, I think Sheik is. I think Sheik would be really untrusting, especially because of Batgirl's looks and stuff like that, and just
right. Yeah, I mean,
I'm not going to fall for one of Ganondorf's tricks because I mean, Barbara's got red hair. And Ganondorf has red hair.
No.
And Barbara's dressed, like a.
I mean, in general, in general, you just shouldn't trust people with red hair anyway.
Yeah, she could definitely assume that she has no soul, or that it's some sort of demon of Ganondorf's from the similarities. So I would say that Sheik's probably just gonna go for it and she's gonna fight.
Okay, so toe to toe. Their movesets are going to be varied, but Barbara's going to be the one who's really taking in who's really kind of being more observant and less, I would say, less offensive in the beginning, like we were talking about, and just kind of taking in what she's got to offer. So how trained is she? In the video game, sure, like she's a badass fighter, but to what degree?
I would say Sheik is definitely trained. Sheik is, I would say, is
definitely would. Impa trained her, right? Her hand. She's like, because Impa was the last surviving member of the Shiku, and she trained her to be, the next in line or whatever.
Yeah. Serious,
I would serious training. Yeah.
Very serious training, and trained for at least like 7 years. If we follow by like Ocarina of Time rules, was it 7 or 10 years that Link was sleeping? And Zelda was taken by Impa. So at least 7 to 10 years of probably very, very serious training. So I would say she's definitely like an expert in fighting. And not only hand-to-hand combat, she can fight with a sword. She can fight with a bow and arrow. Because we've seen Zelda use bow and arrow plenty of times. And she's got magic on her side as well. So she's got a lot of weapons at her disposal, basically.
Yeah, Batgirl has whatever's in her utility belt at the time.
Right.
But I mean, serious training too. Either
very serious training.
Bruce Wayne's no slouch in his indomitable will.
Oh, that's true.
And her photographic memory, she's been able to take in what he's taught her to the T.
Yeah, I'm sure that he's broken her to the point, to being where she is now. I mean, that's kind of what he does.
Right. The thing that I could see though that Sheik has as an advantage though is, I mean, Sheik knows all the songs and stuff like that because I mean Sheik teaches Link some of those songs which are basically magic. So I mean, if they're fighting and she's in a pickle, she could totally, like, if she gets a moment, she could play like Song of Time or something and slow time down and just freaking go for it.
And that's not to say that Barbara hasn't. I mean, there's magic in the DC universe for sure. So that's probably, it would probably take her. It'd put Barbara off guard because it would be a different style magic than maybe she's used to. But obviously, that's something she's been privy to having to deal with. So
right. Yeah, it would be a tough battle, really, to say, even fighting for Barbara. I mean, it would be tough to say. I can't say right away, like, oh, she'd definitely win for X reason, because, you know, Sheik is she's very well trained and has a lot at her disposal, and so does Barbara. I mean, they're a very even playing field here.
Yeah, right. It's a ninja battle, basically.
Yeah. And
it'd be a hell of a battle. Like, there's got to be someone had to have made a fan film of this by now. Like, like Machine. And
she does have she does have the Triforce of Wisdom as well on her side. So she's a very wise Sheik. So she's very intelligent. She's got a lot of training. She's got a lot of magic.
Well,
just saying.
Barbara has basically the same things. Not as much of the magic, but she could find a way around it. She's a thinker, she's a problem solver, and she can take in whatever's thrown her way, typically.
Yeah, but how would she deal with magic, though? I mean, being like immortal with no like magical defense.
Would magic suffer any kind of diminishing effects by being in a different dimension altogether?
I don't know, but you still, I mean, if she can get to her, I mean, you can't cast magic when you're injured enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and like I said, like, she's definitely encountered magic before. There's definitely the supernatural element in the DC universe. So
yeah, there is a lot of magic. I mean, you got people like Constantine and the Spectre and Etrigan, and
right, but it's a different type of magic, so I don't know if it would work in the same way. And Sheik's
Solomon Grundy.
Sheik's also on the defensive, so she's going to be doing a lot of just like a quick decision making and fighting. She's not going to have a lot of time to think about, you know, I need to bring out my harp, play my harp, and make something happen.
Okay, I will give you that she probably wouldn't have time to play out the harp or to bring out the harp and use that. But she could whip out her bow and shoot some light arrows right at Barbara Gordon's face.
Light arrows.
I don't know. Come on. Barbara's obviously already fought League of Assassins, and they have arrows too. So
yeah,
but not light arrows.
Made of
These
light.
are much brighter.
Yeah.
So it could affect her vision. No, if they're arrows with like light magic to them. I mean, I'm sure that they're pretty bright.
It's funny how every time we do these, it always makes me think of almost like, okay, what if Batgirl was in Super Smash Brothers? Like, what style of move set would she have?
That's exactly where I was about to take it, was Super Smash Brothers, because I've seen Sheik be beaten by Luigi and or characters with really no power, and I can say 100% that Barbara Gordon has never been beaten by Luigi, so she has that going for her.
Yeah, but she could also.
I'm sure she's beaten on plenty of mobsters named Luigi, but never honestly, has she been beaten by one.
If they were to drop Barbara Gordon in the Super Smash Brothers, she would totally be a Sheik clone. I mean, that's how she fights. So it's hard to say.
Definitely. I mean, she lacking the magic. The arrows would be batarangs.
Yeah, exactly.
But and she wouldn't want to transform back into Zelda, because then it would just be Barbara Gordon and she would really have nothing. So she turns into Oracle.
I was gonna say, if they're gonna transform back into their alter egos, I think Sheik / Zelda has it, because if Barbara transforms into Oracle.
Well, that's not her alter ego, though. That's her after killing Joke. But her alter ego is just her without a mask on. She's still well trained. And she's not wearing a dress to debilitate her in any way.
But she's wearing skinny jeans and stuff, because she turns into like a typical 20-year-old girl.
All right. So
skinny jeans are not easy to fight in.
Chris can say from experience.
Yeah, skinny jeans and tank tops. It's hard.
Jim, I think it's really going to come down to the arbiter.
Yeah, I think what's going to have to happen is there's going to have to be a wild card here to turn the tide. And honestly, the only scenario that makes sense to me is something happens that make them, just after fighting for so long, they realize they need to be on the same side. So almost, and this is kind of cheating, I guess, but like if all of a sudden Ganondorf came back.
Could you imagine? if Ganondorf teamed up with Joker.
Right?
Oh my god!
Jesus Christ! You know what?
All right, this needs to happen. Ganondorf and Joker with
If
Barbara
Ganondorf
Gordon.
and Joker, would it make? I don't know. That would make more sense. Like Ganondorf and like. I'm drawing a blank. I mean, Joker's the go-to.
Maybe like
for some reason,
Ra's al
like,
Ghul.
Yeah, like or like
I
for
can
some
see
reason,
that.
like Ganondorf and Mr. Freeze all jumped in my head.
Mr.
some reason.
Freeze. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, the Arnold Schwarzenegger Mr. Freeze.
I still see you.
Ice. You bring the ice, I bring the ice man.
But this has to be Pig Ganondorf then.
Yeah, he turns into big pig.
Ganondorf.
Yeah, the blue pig.
then it can be Ganondorf,
Ganon.
Blue Pig Ganondorf teamed up with Professor Pig from the Batman universe.
Why didn't we bring him up in the last?
I know. And then he is a terrible
I gotta put
villain.
him in the.
Oh man.
Team Swine.
Well, I want to steal a tactic that was used in one of our older episodes with Earthworm Jim and Grievous.
Oh shit.
Where if you're looking at both of our contestants here against certain bad guys. So if you took Ganondorf versus Sheik, I mean we know that Sheik/Zelda can beat Ganondorf because it's happened. I mean, granted,
Ganondorf gets beat all the fucking time. Like he's just constantly being banished and brought back.
But
banished and brought
how
back.
do you think Batgirl, a human girl with no magic, would do against something like Ganondorf?
That's true because every time they beat Ganondorf is because they banish him with magic.
So
he doesn't die. His spirit is moved.
Right, he never dies. Just the spirit. I mean, the original spirit you see in like Skyward Sword just kind of takes on a new form. Just reincarnates every time. So, which is the same with Zelda because Zelda is Hylia. Every version of Zelda we see in a game is still the goddess Hylia. So essentially, Zelda/Sheik cannot be killed either. She'll just reincarnate as something else.
Batgirl got shot in the spine, crippled for a while, and then came back from that to become Batgirl again.
Who comes back from that?
Right.
But I mean, modern medicine. Come on, they don't have modern medicine in Zelda.
They have potions.
To talk about the Killing Joke real quick. It's true. And you just get a fairy. Put him in a bottle. That's a terrible. Like you're just a fairy floating around being awesome, and you get put in a fucking bottle, and there's like
fairies.
residue of other shit that you had in the bottle. Like
They have to like put the fairies in like a blender or something and make them liquid.
Yeah. How do they make?
Yeah,
those
what
potions?
happens to those fairies? Because they just kind of disappear after they spin around you and heal you.
It's
Then
like
they're gone.
they either eat them or they blend them. Either way is terrible for the fairies.
Yeah,
So
it sucks to be a fairy in that world.
I was thinking about the fact that the next DC Universe direct-to-DVD cartoon is going to be Killing Joke. It's like, how graphic are they going to
man.
the part that made me really uncomfortable.
They're going to have to pull
he,
back on that a lot.
Paralyzes her, strips her, takes pictures.
Jim puts Gordon through the
Yeah,
that's so creepy.
Strips Jim Gordon down and puts him on the roller coaster. Yeah,
that's gonna be messed up.
But what's gonna make it even weirder is we're looking at the most violent and creepy Batman story ever told, but with the voices from Batman the Animated Series, which were probably the tamest Batman stuff.
I mean, they did a good job with that, and plus they've been doing the Arkham games they've pushed the envelope with those too.
Oh, that's
right. Arkham Knight was very dark in places, and Mark Hamill pulls it off really well.
It's funny because these direct-to-DVD cartoons are always rated like PG-13. And it bothers me so much when I see them in stores next to like other regular cartoons. Like, I can only imagine what's going to happen when some unsuspecting mother's going to buy The Killing Joke, thinking it's just like a Batman cartoon, and then they're going to get like
they're going to see like this naked.
That's why
spine shattered, and
that's why I feel like they're going to tone it down so much. I don't know how. I hope they don't mess it up because Death of Superman, for example, they completely screwed the pooch on that one.
Terrible.
Yeah,
that was the second. No, that was the first. That was the first one they did, and it's awful. And then the second one they did was the New Frontier, which I actually really like.
Yeah, that one was good.
That Death of Superman is not good at
No.
all.
I could see them like him shooting Barbara and taking the photos without like stripping her first.
It'll be a silhouetted shot. If he shoots her, it'll be her shadow. Like,
I mean,
yep. I bet you're right. I bet it's a shadow.
They did do Red Hood, and Joker does beat Jason Todd with a fucking base. Like
that is true. He does beat him to death in that.
Yeah,
so.
and there's blood in that and shit.
That was one of my favorite ones actually.
That was done really well.
That one and
a lot of good voice actors for that too.
Yeah.
So who wins between Barbara Gordon and Sheik taking it back?
Honestly, I think
how about we do final arguments? And then Jimmy decide.
So
all right,
Joseph, what is your final argument?
My final argument is going to be one of my earlier arguments in that Sheik has been beaten by multiple characters who would not beat Batgirl. Jigglypuff has beaten Sheik. Pikachu, Luigi. I'm trying to think of even ice climbers. Yeah, exactly.
You know what? Those ice climbers are hard to beat.
Game & Watch.
Mr. Game & Watch. You go down the whole list, and Sheik has been beaten by them. How many characters are in Smash Brothers? I'm not sure. A lot. So over 20 characters. Batgirl has not been beaten that many times. Only truly beaten by one character, who is the Joker, and she was caught off guard. So head to head, I think Batgirl would take it home, especially because it's in her home territory.
All right. For my closing argument, I'm gonna say that to address the Smash Brothers thing, I mean, for each one of those characters that's beat her, I mean, because it's Smash Brothers and depends on who's playing, she's beaten all of them too. And I mean, and some of those people are not easy to beat. I mean, like, Ganondorf's in there, and you've got like some other people in there, like anyone from like Fire Emblem is badass as hell.
I mean, and if you get those lesser characters, they almost have to make kind of gimmicky and cheap for them to work. Like Ice Climbers, it's the two of them, so you have that advantage. And Mr. Game & Watch, they have those really... His moves are really unpredictable because he switches from one animation to one next like that, so it's hard to...
Dude, those Ice Climbers, though, those are some of the best, like, for actually, like, multiplayer stuff. Like, they're one of the best ones to use. They're hard to beat.
I hate it. I was playing Smash Bros. One time, and right when Brawl came out, and it was just like, no matter who you picked, it was you against like 5 Sonics. So annoying.
So, I mean, there's that. And here's the thing. I mean, she's not only a trained ninja. I mean, she was trained by the best that Hyrule has to offer for several years. She has part of the Triforce with her. She has her own magic. And she's a goddess. I mean, she's the reincarnation of a goddess that's lasted, millennia. So, I mean, she's got a whole lot working for her. I mean, a goddess ninja, magical, like, fighting, awesome, badass woman against a chick that was trained by Bruce Wayne wearing a bat costume.
Counterpoint, really quick. Batgirl was trained by Batman, who has beaten Darkseid, who is a god of apocalypse. That's all. Counterpoint.
This is really tough. Honestly, I am a Batman guy. Batman is still my favorite literary character. And someone who, like I said, is trained by Batman obviously was taken to the brink, broken, and brought back. So she's seen some shit. I mean, Batman's the type of guy, he's not going to pull any punches when he's training. So he's not going to cater to any kind of emotion. Like, I would imagine when anyone who's been trained by Batman has a love-hate relationship, almost to the point of Stockholm Syndrome, with him. Yeah. That being said, it's hard to argue against the fact that Zelda is a goddess and it has the Triforce of Wisdom. I mean, the Triforce is one of the most powerful like artifacts in all of like fiction. So that being said, I would love to say that Batgirl would win, and it would be really close. But I do think Sheik would get the upper hand at one point.
Yeah, celebration.
You brought a celebration beer, you asshole.
That's about as logical as I can get about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, as much as I love Batgirl, as much as I love redheads, yeah, Sheik would win.
Fair enough.
I'm a Zelda guy, like I said. I mean, fucking my kids named Link and
this was almost an impossible. It was almost an impossible battle.
It's something I would love to see. It's so good. Like, yeah,
Here's the one thing though. I don't think it would be a battle to the death at all on either side. Definitely not.
Like I said, they would fight and it would be evenly matched, and then maybe at one point Sheik would get the upper hand, but then would yield because Barbara would have an opportunity to talk some sense.
Right.
Yep. I agree. So. I don't think Sheik would go for a killing blow on someone like that. No. Definitely not. All right.
So before we wrap some stuff up, I want to give a shout out to a new Twitter follower.
Twittler.
Twiddler. It's like, ew. That looks creepy.
It looks like someone tweeted us, and I appreciate it. It was at Nerds on Tap. You are a beautiful discovery this afternoon. And this was at BDH Workshop. That's Big Damn Heroes Workshop. It looks like it's some sort of like cosplay online workshop. So thank you. I'm glad you found us. That's awesome.
Someone called us beautiful.
Yeah, they said they were happy that they found our.
I was gonna say obviously they've only listened to us. They've only listened and have not seen.
They did like a tweet from an earlier episode. So, but yeah, they're a prop and costume shop. Obviously taking their name from Firefly, which is pretty cool. So thank you so much for your feedback. I appreciate it.
I wear costumes. I'll have to shop there.
We do. I do too.
Yeah.
Cool. Mostly in the bedroom.
I'm checking out their stuff now, and
it seems pretty solid.
That's a big gun.
Yeah, there's some Mandalorian armor and some other stuff. So that's cool.
She's drinking some beer. She's okay in my book.
All right, fan for life.
That's awesome. So thank you. To Big Damn Heroes Workshop.
Did you have any other social media stuff you wanted to do, Chris, or are you good?
We're just. I mean, you'll see. I mean, by the time you see this, you'll see that we're like flooding social media with random things right now. And just I wanted to do this officially because I don't think he'll do it otherwise. But I want to challenge Joseph to do a Dubsmash because he's refusing. But me and Jim have done a bunch, and they're fucking funny, and we've gotten a lot of really good responses from some of the people that listen and stuff like that, and a lot of man. I put a couple up on Vine today, and they already have a lot of likes, a lot of revines. So. Yeah, I think it's about time that Joseph participates and does one. So I'm just going to throw that out there.
It's funny because when I first heard Dubsmash, I thought it was just music, but then I saw that they had a bunch of movie quotes and stuff. I was like, "Fuck yeah, I'm doing that! That's awesome!"
There's some fun stuff, and like if you guys haven't seen, look up the Marvel ones. Like a lot of the people from the Marvel TV shows, Agent Carter have done a bunch. They're so funny. I mean, some of the funniest stuff I've ever seen, especially the ones with where the Agent Carter folks get Chris Evans in on it, dressed as Captain America. It's so funny. So,
all right.
Me and Jim have been trying to do some really, really funny ones. So I think it's Joseph's turn to step up and do at least one, just one for us.
All right, I'll do it, and I'll send it to you so you can put it on your Vine and do whatever with it.
All right, guys. So we got to hold that to him. Joseph has to have a Dubsmash done by the time this episode airs. So if he doesn't, you guys are gonna have to get on him. So
get all up on him. Just real quick too. I'm real excited. This past week, early in the week, I got my copy of Dark Moon. We had Evan Derrick, the designer, on the podcast. If you want to see my full review of it, the Board Nerds episode 1 should be on their YouTube channel. On a Nerds on Tap YouTube channel, and I do the review in a different kind of way. It's kind of a thematic thing. I actually did an audio version of a previous review that I wrote, and I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. So check that out. It's a real good game too. So if you're going to be at Gen Con, actually this is probably going to come out after Gen Con, but you might have saw it at Gen Con. It's a sweet game, especially if you like the trader mechanic style board game. So.
And Evan's the guy that did the prank call for Nintendo.
Yeah, man.
So at least check it out because he's funny.
He'll be back. We need to have him back. So
we'll have to have him back. Because
more prank calls.
Guys. For sure.
All right.
That was Nerds on Tap. Thank you so much for listening. We're going to head out. I definitely have to pee. My name is Jim.
My name's Chris.
My name's Joseph.
Drink like a nerd. See you guys.
Nerds.
Thanks. Sorry about the last episode.
Yeah, sorry guys.
And all future.
Thanks and sorry.
Alfred, I need information from the Bat computer.
Ah, Master Bruce. How goes the raid on Arkham?
I have these names, Chris, Jim, and Joseph. They call themselves Nerds on Tap.
It says here, sir, that they can be found on Twitter at nerds_on_tap and on Facebook and iTunes. They even have a YouTube channel with all the episodes as well as other content. I'm watching it right now. It's nerdy, but quite good, sir.
These three need to be brought to justice. I will rid Gotham of their nerdiness. I am vengeance. I am the night. I am the Batman.